Shelley Winter Show. Live, local, topical, and relevant, my friends. So I got to talk about this story. This might be one of the more fascinating stories of the entire week, right? It may be the most fascinating story ever. Yeah, not ever. There's been more. You know what I'm trying to say. So, first of all, let me start off by saying this. Is there dislike, dare I say, hatred of Caitlyn Clark in the WNBA because the attention and the NIL and the endorsements and all the money that she's getting and all the attention she's getting? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot of women in the WNBA who don't like Caitlyn Clark for that reason. I remember years ago when Larry Bird and Magic Johnson came into the league, and they both signed huge Converse sneaker deals. And it was standard at that time. Converse was the big sneaker. Just to kind of give you a little bit of little bit of history with sports. Converse was the big sneaker at one time. Many of you don't remember that. Some of you do, like me, remember when Converse was the end-all, be-all. And Magic Johnson came out, had a purple one, and Larry Bird came out, had his green one, and this was standard practice. Big stars signed these Converse sneaker deals. And then Nike came on board with its own shoe. And this young player, up-and-coming player by the name of Michael Jordan, was stealing all the attention. And not only did he get a sneaker contract, but he got his own shoe. See, up until that point, all the shoes were the same. They just endorsed the sneaker. They just endorsed a Converse, but it wasn't a special Converse. It was just a Converse. But when Michael Jordan came along, he had his own shoe. And then he cut a deal for his own brand. And when Michael Jordan first came into the league, he was high flying. He was flying through the air. The whole league was centered around Michael Jordan. I remember the league was rebuilt on the back of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas and all of these guys. And here comes this young North Carolina rookie flying through the air. They banned his red and black sneakers when he first came into the league. The league said, no, you can't wear those. You have to have a uniform. It's got to be the same as everybody else. It's got to be white. And for the first maybe his first season or around that time, but they would not let him wear that famous black and red Air Jordans. But he had his own shoe. He was the first player to have his own shoe. The league was outraged. And when he come down the middle, he got hammered. When I say he got hammered. Knocked down. Elbows. Everything. Man, you're not going to dunk on me. I'll chop your legs from under you. I watched it. Now, my point is, it's sports. The House Republican Study Committee sent a letter to WNBA League Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Committee Chair August Pfluger is a Republican out of Texas, called for greater accountability. Caitlyn Clark is transforming women's sports. She has inspired a new generation of young girls to participate in athletics and has become one of the most influential figures in the history of women's basketball. Clark has been hip-checked, poked in the eye, and struck in the throat during games. These incidents go far beyond routine physical play, yet the WNBA and its officiating have too often failed to address these unacceptable incidents and hold players accountable. That's from the Republican Study Committee chair, and was signed by the rest of the study committee. Please, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me the last time politicians involved themselves in politics. I'm going to say this. I'm a fan of Caitlyn Clark. I love her game. I'm a basketball fan. I'm not a WNBA fan. I don't watch it all the time, but I love her game. I love guards because I'm the size of a guard, so I've always loved guards. I love shooters because I shot. I mean, that was my thing. When I play pickup, I'm a shooter. So I like shooters. I like gunners. So I love her game. I don't watch the WNBA, so I can't tell you. But I know they just voted for her they just voted that she's the 11th best point guard in the WNBA. That's Crocker, you know what? Even Candace Parker, the great Candace Parker, came out and said, you got to be crazy to think that Caitlin Clark's the 11th best point guard in the WNBA. So we know it's jealousy going on there. We know it is. There's a lot of hate going on in the WNBA for Caitlin Clark. But for the Republican Study Committee to write a letter to the league, that is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. What are you doing in women's sports? By the way, before Caitlin Clark came along, what's the pink-haired soccer lady? What was her name? The pink-haired one that won the Women's Cup or the Women's World Cup. You know, I forgot her name. In an LGBT community.
Yeah, I forgot her name, but she used to be with the WNBA player, Sue Bird, I believe.
They dated, right? Yeah. But I forgot her name. But anyway, no one came to her. As a matter of fact, the Republicans crucified that woman. Yeah, and this is not 20, 50, 60 years ago. We crucified that woman because she was out front with her politics. Her politics didn't align with ours, and we buried that woman. Now, all of a sudden, we're coming out. A study committee chair is writing a letter to the WNBA. Hey, watch how you treat Caitlin Clark. Are you serious right now? Tim Burchett, the Tennessee Republican, said discrimination of any kind has no place in women's sports. Really? It's things like this that make me, it just gets me, it makes me irate. The lack of self-awareness. Look, I get it. She gets hard fouls. It's called sports. The refs don't call it. It's called sports. She knows what she signed up for. And let me say something about Caitlin, Miss Clark, Caitlin Clark. Like I said, I love her game. I'm not a fan of the WNBA. Don't trust me. I don't sit at home on Sundays and watch the WNBA games. But I am a fan of her game. I watched her in college. I'm a fan of the game. But let me tell you, trust me. She's probably been everywhere she's played from high school on up. She's probably been the best or second best player on a court at any given time throughout her career. Trust me when I tell you she's been hammered before. She's been hammered before. That's what happens when you're one or two of the best people on the court at any given time. White or black, male or female. You're going to get hammered. Because everyone recognizes on that court in that very moment, you're the best. And they will punish you. It's sport, man. Stop spending money, Republican Study Committee. Stop running the deficit up. Cut spending. Stop the war. Bring the economy back. What are you worried about Caitlin Clark for? Did she ask you to write the letter? I doubt it. What's going on here, man? We're not serious people. When I read this story, the first thing I thought was, we can't be serious people. It's the Shelley Winter Show. We'll be right back.